this evening.
The world has changed. We feel it as the sun rises over the mountains and the heat shimmers above the earth. Time, relentless, inexorable, brutal. Our history, our planet, endlessly remade. The future rushes up upon us as challenges arise from every side. We constantly search for answers. The world will change again.
Problems require solutions. You shouldn't see a challenge as a problem. View the problem as a challenge, and challenges are there to be overcome. There is no challenge more challenging than the challenge to improve yourself. Challenge accepted. My role on a day-to-day basis is looking after the instrumentation on site. We have a lot of hydrocarbon storage tanks. The equipment that we use helps monitor and control this risk. We have a high-level alarm which will activate and then shut off to stop any more product potentially entering the tank. If it overflows, a vapour cloud can form, and that is what can ignite, potentially causing an explosion. We use the higher fire hydrant to flood the jetty to check that our high-level alarm kicks in at the correct point. That's why my job is so important in ensuring that the level control system's are working safely and correctly and as accurately as possible. I feel incredibly privileged to be in the role that I am now, in that I can help inspire and mentor new apprentices coming through. I'd strongly encourage people to explore engineering as a career pathway. People have preconceived ideas about what it is to be an engineer. The sky can really be the limit.
Art allows me to create my own world. Art without engineering is dreaming. Engineering without art is calculating. MBDA are Europe's leading manufacturer in complex weapon systems. We design and create high-precision technologies to help keep our armed forces safe. As an apprentice at MBDA, I undertake a series of placements. Some of the placements I've taken on include trials, which involves being set to a product and then testing it before it goes onto the market. I've also taken on 3D modelling and simulation in a placement called electronic packaging. It's fantastic to be able to take on all these different places, because not only does the company get to know who I am, I also get to know a bit more about myself. Trials are important because it's the final stage of a product before it can be released. It takes a lot, but you need to get this precise and detailed, because if you miss anything, it can go wrong. If anything happens and goes wrong, then we need to go back and do another phase. But if everything goes right, it validates everything the engineers have done prior to that, and it proves that it is ready to be given to the customer. The apprenticeship at NVDA was absolutely the right decision for me. I would not have had my career any other way. There are so many fun things to do.
I enjoyed watching cartoons like every other kid, but I used to get power cuts and it really used to frustrate me. And one day I asked my dad, whose job is it to fix the power? And he says it's what an electrical engineer does. So I decided that I was going to be an electrical engineer. At Condo, I primarily engineer electrical services design solutions for buildings. In our designs, we ensure optimum occupancy comfort is achieved with minimal social and environmental impact. In our society, there are loads of problems that we can address through engineering, and it's just taking a step back and looking around us at problems that we could be solving through engineering. It sounds cheesy, but my dream is to improve my country. If people have electricity, you're empowering people to set up their own businesses, and that brings in revenue for the country to be able to develop other things. I think knowledge sharing is very, very important. It's the way we can advance engineering, and we could advance society by sharing knowledge. If we dig deep, if we work hard, we all have it in us to make a difference.
I've always just loved learning and understanding things. It's just lovely to be able to look at something and just know how it works. I think I had a misconception of what engineering actually is, and it took me just coming to Leonardo to realise I could actually do that. I absolutely love my work. I come into this wonderful building every day and it makes me feel like a spy. I'm hoping to become a chartered engineer and make big contributions to our projects that we work on. I'm currently working in applied research. Got a lab right at the end of my floor near my desk, which I can use to do whatever testing I want to do in there. The company are really good at kind of letting you experiment to learn new things that you might not in your day job. Everybody helps each other out, so while you're going through, you feel like you are already super qualified. Young girls often dismiss engineering by the age of 14, and I think that's just because they think they won't be good at it. You don't necessarily have to be an A-star student or anything like that to be able to be good at engineering, because it's about solving problems and finding new ways of doing that.
How can we ensure human survival in the upcoming years? 1 in 9 people are undernourished. Every 15 seconds, a child dies because they have nothing to eat, and yet we throw away 250 billion worth of food every single year. In the next 15 years, we're gonna have 2.5 billion people coming to live in cities. We're gonna have to build 2,000 apartment buildings every single day, and most of them will have to be affordable. I am a computer scientist and engineer. I can fix this. For us to solve those problems, we have to rely on the data. And data can be processed by machines and the code that we write, and then we can understand how our systems are operating, where we have to address problems to ensure that every single human will have an opportunity to prosper and live in a better planet. Working as a computer scientist, I don't need to be attached to one single place. I can do remote work, and because computing is really pervasive, it's everywhere at any time, at any location. I'm able to collaborate with organizations across the globe, delivering solutions that can make our planet a better place to live. The power of applied computing is at your fingertips. Anybody can learn how to code, and together we can engineer a better world.